Hey guys, it's me David coming at you with another LEGO Star Wars 2012 set review, and this will be on the TIE Fighter. And this is a redesign of two previous versions, which I don't have in my hands, but it's definitely a step up and a big improvement from the last TIE Fighter, which was made I think in like 2005 if I recall correctly. But let's get on to the minifigures, and I'll let you make that decision yourself. Okay, so the first brand new minifigure we got going on here is the Death Star Trooper. And we see him a lot. So there he is. He has a brand new helmet. He's got a brand new helmet. Very, very cool mold. Actually, very cool. Much better than the other helmet they use in like the indoor set. I think that's the last time we saw this figure. And then he has a new head, and it's also double-sided. So if you wanted to, you could flip the head around, and it could show that face as well. No printing on the back side, and he's a very cool figure. Next is a semi-new figure. It's another TIE fighter, no, just a fighter pilot, as the box says. And the only thing new about him, I think we had one of these guys in the TIE Defender. The only thing new about the pilot is that he has the head from the indoor battle pack and the droid escape. He has that same stormtrooper head. I'm beginning to think LEGO thinks that stormtroopers and all of them are pilots are all clones. So, which is not correct, and we all know that. Okay, next is the Imperial Officer. Now, this isn't too new, but it is good to have another Imperial Officer, because they are used not only in the Empire, but also in the Clone Wars. So he's very useful for both generations of Star Wars. And a little back printing there, and he's all light gray. Okay, now this is the really cool minifigure. We get a white version of this guy in droid, not guy. We get a version of him in the X-Wing, which will be the next review. And his code is R512. I think we see him like one time in the Death Star. I'm not sure, but I think we do see him. And he's basically like an R2-D2. The only new part about him is his head. And it's very nice printing. Great printing on this little guy. Kind of cute looking. Yeah, right. But it is cool. Definitely really cool. I'm glad it's not like another R2-D2. So that's the figures. It definitely doesn't really make the set. Figures are great. Some of them are brand new, but they really don't make the set worth buying. So, they're just good, they work with the set, but definitely not something you should just buy for the minifigures. Okay, so, this is why you buy the set. The actual TIE Fighter. This thing is great. It has a lot of playability to it. Even I wanted to like zoom it around through my room because it's actually very fun to play with. I know a lot of you guys who are older wouldn't do that, but it is very tempting. They built this very well, and we first saw this set at Comic-Con 2011, and we had no idea, why they were making a TIE Fighter pilot or TIE Fighter, so now I see why, because it's a great playability set, and I'm really glad they remade this set again, because it definitely is something for kids. However, the price of $50, I think it's $50 US dollars in the description below right there. It'll have the correct price, but it's in the 50 range. And for it having 413 pieces, isn't the greatest. So yeah, not too big about that. But it is very playable because you can just go, have fun with it. It's really not, I mean, it's good collector's item and stuff. And there's some really nice detail going on here, but there really isn't too much playability other than just, running around with it. There is, however, flick fire missiles, of course, on the bottom. Get the light down in there, yeah. And I think you would flick them like that. So that's the only thing that really does anything other than the cockpit opening. And the way that works is you just open it up, and we can take our pilot and set him right in there. Just like that. So, and then he has a little control panel right there. And then, like I said, those are the flick fire missiles. And as you can see, around the cockpit it has a lot of slopes and very nice detail, which really makes the set a little more worth its price. I really suggest waiting till a couple months from now when it would go on sale, because buying this right now would not be the best idea at $50, because it's not totally worth it unless you want the playability or you're a collector. So, yeah. On the back, it just has some more detailing, little like circle thing going on there. It's very accurate to the movie, much better than the other one. A lot more sturdier. You know, it can really, really play with it. Definitely won't break or anything. I do like how they kind of outlined this very well. That was very well done. But, that's about it to the set. It's simple, there's not much to say about it other than the playability and the figures. So this is an iffy buy. I don't recommend it unless you're a collector or you're a child where you want to have the playability of, flying the TIE Fighter around your room or something. But we're just going to go ahead and move on to the comic. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. The comic is, once again, very cool. Let's see what we got going on here. So they see the X-Wing, which is the next review. X-Wing comes down, and then the TIE Fighter comes in and pretty much blows them up. So that's the comic. And they just show the play features, and which there's not that too many. And that is the manual. And that's the set, really. It's ages 8 to 14, numbers 9492, and like I said, 413 pieces for 55 or 50. I think it's 50. $50 for this set is a little over the top. I think $40 would have been much better, and then I would have recommended it to you guys. But wait till it goes on sale, because it's not worth the price. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the box. Here's the box, and it's quite large. Actually, I think it's one of the tallest boxes out of the new 2012 line. It's got the Darth Maul on top. It explains the new figures right here, and on the back, it's got a really cool kind of like engineering graphics going on of the TIE Fighter, and then it just shows some pretty cool little scenes here. You got that, and you got that. So that's the box, guys. Not much to say too much about it. It's just good. The bags are numbered, so it's an easy build, so don't worry about that. That pretty much concludes the review. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more LEGO Star Wars 2012 set reviews. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.